it's hard. Um, you quickly learn that people's opinions can suddenly become facts, or at least people think they are. And you have to, I'm constantly reminding myself that to have thick skin. Fortunately, I have a good core family, and I have a good core group of girlfriends that, they're my constant reminders that there is life outside of the basketball world that I live in. And to be quite honest, Jeff, like there's been a lot of things that's happened, over the past year or two that I'm able to use as learning experiences for my kids, because they are teenagers. And though they don't have Twitter and they don't have Facebook, we're pretty strict on some of those things, but we're constantly reminding them and using things as examples like, hey, this is what you'll see if you have those things. This is what people do say about your dad after a loss. They're just angry. They're fans. Like, they're just words. You have to be able, and it's hard. I mean, I would be lying if I said it wasn't. I would say 80% of the time I can just blow it off. But there is a small portion of the time that I think people, it's sad, but the world we live in, there are a lot of people that like to see others not succeed. And that has probably been the biggest eye-opening thing for me. And I never felt that as a player. And, like I came out of high school with Jeff Walls' sister, Jamie Walls, Kyra Elsie, who's now the coach at UK. She played at Tennessee. Jamie Britt, who went on to play at Western Kentucky with Jamie Walls. I mean, we had a really good class. And I just remember all of us being super supportive of each other at our own respective schools. And when we got to play on an all-star team, man, it was on. We loved it. And I hope that's the case now still, with high school kids and college kids, because I do see, as much as fans like the rivalry and all this, I mean, the kids themselves that play in it, they love it. I mean, they all know what each other does to work for that. And shoot, in the summertime, they're working out with each other. They're playing open gym with each other. And I just think that sometimes fans and even media can get caught up in it. And it is what it is. It's hard, but then you wake up the next day and it's like amazing. A win can take all that away. I always say, okay, forget the next win. Everybody forgets about all that stuff.
That's true.
And then you move on from there. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah. What about, I have to ask, I mean, you guys, with Chris, I mean, I thought he dealt with the video as well as he could, like just said like, look, I messed up for COVID stuff. And I think a lot of Louisville fans probably actually enjoyed the at least the rivalry banter side of it. But like the rivalry touched you with Facebook like last summer. Like, how do you guys approach those conversations with your family and navigate that? Do you just block everything out for a few days, or how is that? What's that actual approach like?
No, I mean, it goes back to the point that I just said. Like I think people are out to, try to find negativity about you, to want you not to succeed. And, sometimes you have to, the only way to get through it is to laugh. You kind of like, I mean, I tweeted a picture on Sunday as I'm walking out to church at 10:40 of Chris watching the bass tournament. And on the bottom line, it happened to be the Kentucky, Florida. Now, no offense, but if anyone thinks I have that much time to really search the bottom line, I mean, and I mean this in all like truth. I didn't even know Kentucky, who they played the night before. Maybe that makes me a bad Louisville fan. I didn't. I had no idea. I get to church and I'm sitting next to Haley, and Haley goes, "Mom, your phone is vibrating." I'm getting all these like text notifications. Like I'm thinking all I did was text a picture of Chris and Braden having donuts. And then like, sure enough, someone zoomed in, bottom line is the Kentucky, Florida score. And it's like, I mean, I can laugh about it, But it's like, if someone thinks that I have that much time on my hands that I really set out to send out that picture, it's almost sad to me that, like someone found that. And so I kind of felt that way about the video. It is what it is. We do have our small core group. What I'll tell you is our kids go to school. Our girls play club volleyball. Do they wear a mask? Yes, they do. That's the rule. I mean, Kiva, they're one of very few programs when we're going to tournaments that they are wearing a mask while they play, while they are on the court playing. And, we're doing the best we can with all the protocols. And I certainly feel like we take it serious. I mean, for the longest time, it was like I was threatening the kids. No, you're not having sleepovers. No, you're not going to this so-and-so's house. If we give it to dad, I will never hear the end of it, kind of thing. And so I feel like we were being extra careful.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. That video is not what caused Chris to ultimately get COVID, as he got it, 5 or 6 weeks later from someone on the team or whatever. But, it is what it is. Like I said, you just got to use them as learning experiences. I don't know what else to say. It's like, as soon as you get over one, Jeff, there's another one. Like it's the world we live in.